Welcome back to Grizz Vision here on Grizz TV. My name is Neil Rule here with Coach Campy as the Golden Grizzlies get ready to take on the UIC Flames. And Coach, you're here in Chicago, so that means one thing. Well, Horizon League basketball and Portillo's. We got the stop in today.
We sure did, and you know, you had a disappointing loss last night, but the world of college sports, regular season, you move on to the next day and you got to forget. And what better way to forget than to have a nice Italian beef sandwich with the Chicago-style hot dog snuggled up next to it. So put a smile to everybody's face. We pushed last night aside, and now we go into the two most important games of the year. We got to win these two games. It starts tomorrow right here in the UIC Pavilion, where we've played pretty well in our history in this league. So we're looking forward to it.
All right, Coach, you look at it, and let's start right there. The path is pretty simple for you guys. You need 2 wins. Bottom line, one of those 2 games is tomorrow here against UIC.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about that, Neil, is that you always want to be at the end of February with it in your own hands. You know, if it's in your own hands, that means you've had a good year. So it's in our own hands. We can get to double bye. There's no difference between first and second other than, you know, somebody says they're the regular season champion, and the reality of it is, you know, and I learned this a long time ago. Our first year in Division I, we won the regular season Mid-Continent Conference Championship, but we weren't eligible for the NCAA tournament. We didn't even get to play in the conference tournament, you know, and so Valpo went on and won the league tournament. So in the next summer, you know, that's my second year in Division I. I'm still kind of a young pup and worried about all the outside noise, you know, that when you're older you don't worry about. Sure enough, all the publications, everybody's talking about was, you know, last year's champion Valpo, and I was like, no, wait a minute, wait a minute here. They weren't champions, we were champions. And nobody wanted to hear it. All they care about is who wins that league tournament. And so ever since then, you know, our #1 goal has always been to get to the NCAA tournament, and the way we do that is via the league tournament. So that's out there. Being the 2 seed or the 1 seed is ultra important in the Horizon League, and it's all in our own hands.
Coach, you look at this UIC team, they play better as of late. They had a rough stretch of it when league play started. Dikembe Dixon has turned out to be a super player as a freshman. It's a very dangerous UIC team.
Well, he's, you know, they had some defection and some injuries, and their bench has gotten a lot shorter, and a new coach in his first year who's had a lot of success at the Division I level decided, you know what, I'm just gonna throw that ball to Dikembe and let him go. And he had a 40-point game the other night with 39 shots. I don't think I took 39 shots in my career, to be honest with you. But he's really playing well. But the real reason that they've made this little run here late in the year is their big man is finally coming into his own. And everybody in the league knew this kid was a big potential kid.
Ty Odiasi.
Odiasi, right. And, you know, in the game they beat us last year in the league tournament, he had a really good second half. He blocked a bunch of shots. And I know he blocked Kay's shot late in the game that was the deciding play of the game. And he's played well. And in fact, I saw a stat this morning that said he's got more 6-block, 10.6 rebound games than anybody in the country this year. 6 blocks. We get that in about 4 games. So,
right.
So I think that's why they're playing better. That this potential kid is really starting to hit potential. So, you know, they're not a great outside shooting team. We can't turn them into one. We got to guard the 3, run them off the 3, and then the one thing that they've done well all year is rebound the ball. And you know, that's been something that's been good for us. But every once in a while, it raises its ugly head. First half at Valpo last night, we couldn't get a rebound, and you know, so if we've got to do a great job on the boards and not give them second chances.
All right, Coach, certainly do appreciate the time. Game down tomorrow, 5 p.m. on the American Sports Network and on radio as always on WDF.
It's on the American Sports Network.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know that.
ESPN3 as well, the usual outlets.
Okay, now you, what did you have at Portillo's?
I went with the Greg Campy meal. I went with the Italian beef, chased it with the Chicago-style hot dog. I believe it's the only way to go. You can't come to Chicago and not have an Italian beef, and you can't come to Chicago and not have a hot dog, so why not get both?
Well, and you know, their fries are just okay. I mean, if I were the king of Portillo's for a day, I would change their fries, but that's probably the only thing I'd change. But having said that, you know, you chase it with a Chicago-style hot dog instead of fries. And that's what you do.
It's a winning plan.
It's what you do.
Absolutely. Thanks for the time, Coach.
All right.